really hate that this little circle, it tells me I'm going live and then it takes it a minute for it to kick in and actually like get rid of that. So I never know when it's making me go live. So if you see me doing weird stuff at the beginning, that's me being weird, but it's also just because the stupid YouTube going live thing. Good morning. That's afternoon. Dang it. I was trying to make it into the morning and I didn't make it today. It is 12:45. I have a training at 1:00 about distance learning. So, and that should take an hour of my time, I think. So that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Trying to also reply to a couple emails that were sent out yesterday afternoon. This morning, I spent my time getting next week's assignments ready a little bit. So be looking for that, for me emailing that out either Friday or Monday morning, like early, or I might email it over the weekend too. So make sure you check your email Monday morning and you'll see hopefully a message from me with some helpful information. I feel like I'm living Groundhog's Day, and I think that's part of my problem. I haven't gone on a run yet, and today's like my rest day. I usually do every other day is what I'm trying to do for like run and then a walk day, and then I still haven't gotten to my yoga routine again. And I said this morning I was going to, and I set my alarm for 6:50. Like, okay, I'll go do it. I'll go downstairs and do my yoga and then get going with my day. 6:50, my alarm went off, and I was like, no, it's not happening. You ever have those days? Yeah, it's called every day. So yeah. Let's see. What did I want to share? I'm loving your Flipgrid videos. Keep sending those in. If you really want to be awesome, go back and watch each other's. What I do is I go and I approve each video just because it's our first one. I want to make sure nobody did anything stupid in their first video and then had a bunch of other people watch it and embarrass themselves. You wouldn't do that, would you? No. Okay, so I did that. So they have to be approved by me first, and then they'll show up for your peers to see and for you to see. So you can actually go reply to each other and post your own video to reply, which is what's really cool with the Flipgrid thing. So don't forget that. Just go back to the original link I sent you, and you should be able to see it and go from there. I'm going to use it a little bit over the next few weeks. So that's one reason I wanted you to get going with Flipgrid, is to try it out. AP kids, you guys have a new Flipgrid that is due by Sunday night. So it's regarding the Banneker prompt, which is a really good one to have under your belt, not just if you're taking the AP exam, but just to be like an intelligent human being. To know a little bit more about history and where we come from, our past, and some people that contributed to that, I think is always makes you a better person. Just my thoughts, Mrs. Thomas's life advice. Don't be an idiot is the short version of that. Learn things your whole life. It's helpful. Okay, what else? Okay, I have my training coming up this morning. I'm hoping to still hear more from the district about grading. I've been waiting on that for, I don't know, 5 weeks, 6 weeks now. Deep breaths. Tomorrow is a new day. Today is a new day. It's all we can do is push ourselves through it sometimes. What else? Oh, I have to work on my grad school. Do you guys want to know about that? Not really. Too bad. Too bad. I have to take my research from last week that I procrastinated on and somehow miraculously turn that into a PowerPoint that makes sense and meets the requirements. That means I have to talk about 10 historical events and why they are important in literacy development and everything in the United States and education. And I have to have them properly cited in APA, which I always go back and forth on like how good I am at APA. It's sometimes I rock it and I don't have any errors, and other times my professor just marks up my page and it's like, nope, this is wrong. This is wrong. You did the same. At least I'm consistent in my mistakes. Usually it's usually the same thing with every citation where it's like, no, in APA, we don't believe in that capitalization stuff for titles like MLA does. So you have to do it this other way. That's like how newspapers do it. So just remember that. And then I always forget, or the generator that I use online doesn't do it right, which you would think these online generators for the actual academic journals would do it correctly. So that's really frustrating for me. I know, more first world problems from Mrs. Thomas. But just keep in mind, I know the frustration. It's okay. It's okay. I'll survive it. I also have to do something. So if you don't know, I'm taking actually kind of like 2 classes right now. It's an internship that's paired with a regular class. So it's not quite twice. It's not twice the work as normal. I would say maybe 1.5 or 1 3/4 the normal work, because the internship class is related to what we're doing in the other class, but it also has its own assignments and discussions. So there are some weeks where I've had to participate in like 3 or 4 online discussions where I have to read materials, post a response, and then reply to a certain number of people by a certain date and try to say something intellectual about everything and show that I'm learning and that I know what I'm talking about, or admit that I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's what I do. Some of you with Running Start might know what that's like. I bet they use Canvas like my professor does. Luckily, the professor I have, she's really knows her stuff with literacy that I'm learning about. It's my major is in, so it's been good to have some classes from her directly, because she's actually had her papers published in journals about literacy. Like I'm going through Eastern Washington, if you didn't know that, and so she's a professor through them, and she's in charge of the whole program too. So, and this course is supposed to get me ready for an exam I have to take at the end of my whole, it's an end of my degree assessment. I have to take a test to get my certification for being a literacy specialist. And so this class is one of the major classes to prepare you for that, with the terminology and the process and all that, which it's all new stuff for me because I've taught high school. Well, it's not all new. I mean, it's like some of it's new and some of it's like review, and then some of it's stuff that I already knew because that's what I do with high school. But there's a lot of stuff that it's like, I think I learned that when I was like a kindergartner, first grader, but I never learned it as an adult, or I don't remember it. So that's been fun to review those things, all that. I am wearing Dominic's shirt today. Actually, it's my shirt because I think I had this first before him. And it's a picture of Galileo, and it says, "Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening." And it's attributed to Galileo. If you don't know the reference, you need to go listen to some Queen. Okay, that's where it comes from. All right, I only have a couple more minutes, so I'm going to do my last thing. You know what that is? Which is my 10,000 things I hate about you. No, 14,000 things to be happy about. Okay, all right, here we go. Today's video is fast. Yeah, that's what it is. Here we go. We're going to pick one. Stop right here. Is this it? Yes. Waking up and being able to go back to sleep. Yes, that was me this morning. Totally me this morning. And it made me happy. Kind of ish. So finally, the book is starting to turn around. It's starting to give me that positive energy. So you just got to stick with things sometimes. It will probably fail me again, as in most things in life do, you know. Oh, well. So that's it. I'll send you guys an email when I hear more. I'm guessing probably tomorrow at the earliest, so Friday or Monday morning. Depends on when the district figures things out about grading, because I really kind of want to have that all in one email. So there will be an assignment next week. You'll get it by Monday for all classes, AP and Core 10. I will post it on Canvas. I will also email it out. I will be available during those meeting hours. I'm also sending out to you guys based on the district schedule that they had in their agreement, which you should have received some information on. First and second periods are on Mondays. Third and fourth periods are on Tuesdays. And fifth and sixth periods are on Thursdays. And it goes in order. So from 9 o'clock to 9:55 is first period, on Monday. Second period is from 10 to 10:55. On Tuesdays, it's the same thing, but for third and fourth period. And then the same thing on Thursday for fifth and sixth. So those are the time slots, and that's what I have set up in Teams. AP, I'm still need to set up our recurring meetings in Teams, so you'll be getting some notifications about that either today or tomorrow. Like I said, I just have a few more emails to answer. Not a whole lot, just ones that came in yesterday afternoon. So Stay safe. Do what you can to be an intellectual, and take care of yourself and your mental health as well. Take a break to sit back and drink some tea or coffee or whatever floats your boat. And may the force be with you as always.